Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be melting down some scrap aluminum that I've saved in this little tiny soup container. These are all little tiny pieces that I have acquired through many different ways, but I also have these aluminum cutoffs from prior metal casts that I've made. Oh, and this tiny little ingot that was a leftover pour from one of my other casts. You can see the inside of this can, the rest of it is just really tiny stuff. I think right now is easy to just pour into the crucible using my hands. Later on you'll see I decided to use a spoon because I didn't really want to put my hand that close to a hot crucible. In today's video I'm going to be using the newest version of the Vevor electric melting furnace. For this metal cast I'm going to be using a 2-part casting flask and green sand to make my mold. I'm going to be making a replica of this Jack Skellington sticker that I got off of the internet. I removed the backing and filled it with plaster so it's completely flat and solid. That'll make things a lot easier to make a 2-part mold. Now that the mold is made up, it's now time to go back to the furnace and check on the aluminum. The aluminum that I already added in before making up the mold should be already melted, so it's now time to add in some more of that scrap metal that I had inside of that soup container. I don't really know what all that popping is all about, or even what the smoke is from. I'm kind of thinking maybe there was some zinc inside of this little container filled with so-called aluminum. Even though I'm casting inside my garage, it's always good to have proper ventilation because you definitely don't want to be breathing in any of these fumes that are potentially dangerous. So make sure you're wearing a mask as well. Now that the first pour is finished, I'm going to add some more aluminum to the furnace. This time I'm going to use a known aluminum that was in my ingot stash next to me, just to be sure I'm not going to have any toxic smoke coming out of the furnace. And while we wait for that aluminum to melt down, why not take this opportunity to open this one up to see how it came out. It looks like a perfect pour to me. What do you think? I like it, so I made up 3 more molds. Let's see if they come out just as well. There is still a little bit of aluminum left over, so I'm going to make up 1 more mold. And even after this pour, there's still a little bit of aluminum left. So I'll just pour that into a graphite ingot mold. So it's been about a few hours later, and I can now handle these with gloves no problem. I don't need leather gloves because they're not hot anymore. So let's open up these 3 and see how they all came out. It looks like I got a perfect pour on every single one of these. Oh wait, I have 1 more. Sweet, I got 5 perfect pours on each one of these. If you do metal casting, you probably are aware that usually you get at least 1 fail. So I'm super excited that all of these worked. With the sand removed from the eyeballs, it's now time to put these on the vise and cut off the sprues. And we're going to use this Vevor benchtop belt sander to clean up these the rest of the way. And here we have the complete cast for today. I thought I had 5 perfect casts, but that first one you could see had a little bit of aluminum missing from the top of the skull. I'm not really sure exactly what happened there. But other than that, I think they all came out really good. I hope you guys think so too. Alright guys, thanks for watching today's video. Listen, I know you guys want me to pour this. I made this out of foam about 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to do a lost foam casting and hopefully turn this into solid aluminum. But the problem is, it's been raining, it's been cloudy, the forecast has been calling for rain, and then it doesn't rain. So it kind of annoys me, to be honest with you. But the problem is, I'm not going to cast this one first. So I made a test piece of styrofoam. I outlined the other one on foam, 1/2 inch, the same thickness as that one. And I'm going to see if I can make this out of aluminum first, because I don't know if my crucible will hold enough aluminum into it to actually cast this. I mean, I don't want to be pouring aluminum into this and it only fills up halfway. So I want to make sure that I'll be able to fill this entire thing with aluminum to make sure I get a perfect cast. So guys, make sure to subscribe, turn on your notifications, and wait for me to do this. I promise you it will be a few weeks from now, but I will get it done. Thanks for watching today's video, guys. Smash that like button. Comment below, it really helps out the channel a lot. And if you're interested, 99 cents, become a member today to get early access to new videos. I'll see you in my next one.